Good morning. This is Julia from the MoonBound podcast, and I want to wish you a happy Vlogmas. This is December 9th, 2017, and it is actually about 2 in the afternoon. I had a nice breakfast that Mouse made me. It snowed overnight. I'm very excited about that. The kids went out and played in the snow. We have a snowman or a snowcat, depending on which child you ask, and the beginnings of a snow fort. So, very exciting. I love that there are snow pants hanging up in my bathroom right now, and they're talking about going out again. Mouse's room is clean. The girls are cleaning their room, and so Mouse is now getting to play while the girls are cleaning, and they don't think that this is fair, but the rest of us do. So things are starting to get organized here at MoonBound House. My husband is off doing the grocery shopping and getting new Christmas lights, and then later we will maybe get a chance to fix the tree, and that will be good. So I think that my agenda for the day is to knit like a crazy person on these socks, because actually when I woke up this morning I realized that I had only knit on the shawl yesterday, which means I made great progress on that, but I didn't make any progress at all on the socks, and I think I need to move on. I need to have one project on the needles right now, or at least I need to get one of these two off the needles. So that is where I am at with that, and hope the cat might be coming to visit us. I don't have a candle going yet, so that will be safe. Are you coming? Are you coming? Are you coming up here? Yeah. Yeah, here's our kitty cat. So I'm just gonna catch up on some Vlogmases and get a lot of knitting done today, hopefully. And then maybe start some doughs for some breads tomorrow. So I'll start them tonight and have them ready to go for in the morning. Yeah. So that's what we're doing today. That's our plan. And I will check back in with you later. Good evening. It is 9:53. The tree is up. The decoration boxes are downstairs. Mouse vacuumed the house for me. He was really fascinated with the hose attachment, so I think he did a better job hosing the corners than actually like vacuuming the center of the room, but every little bit helps. I did not knit on the shawl, but the cat's out of the bag, because my daughter asked me what I show on my podcast if I'm doing it every single day. Do people really watch that, Mom? And I said, well, I show them things like the progress I made on your shawl. And she burst into tears. I didn't want to know what my handmade gift was going to be. So she knows. She already knew it was going to be pink and that it was going to be this neutral color. But she didn't know what it was actually going to be. Little does she know, it's not her only handmade gift, so everything's fine. I am going to have to make that other handmade gift, which is going to be a simple circle skirt. I'm going to do one for her and one for her sister when my husband brings up the sewing machine. So here's yesterday's progress. I am playing yarn chicken. I need to get one more row out of this before I switch to the neutral color, just to be in the right spot of the pattern. So I'm hoping I make it, but I'm not going to work on this today, and I'm probably not going to work on it tomorrow. I did, however, focus my attention and my energy on the socks, which I didn't knit on yesterday, but So there's the marker I had in yesterday that I hadn't knit from. Here's this. I did some measuring, and I need from this marker to be 3 inches before I can start the toe. So I have a little bit better than 1.5 inches going here, and I'm gonna see how much more I can get done tonight while I'm editing. I'm hoping to get to the toes because I really want to get done with this project. I think he's really gonna like it, but I am getting a little bit worried about the next knit project, which is the last knit thing I want to make sure that I get done before Christmas. And so it's December 9th and I haven't started it yet. It's a pair of mittens. And some color work. So I need to get started on that, which means I need to get these off the needles. So hard push on this tomorrow, hard push on this tonight. Hopefully Monday morning I can start the new knit. I don't think I've mentioned it. These are Addy sock rackets in US ones. And this is a Knit Picks interchangeable in size 7. I have the rainbowy ones on there, and this is the second cable I've put on here. I'm going to actually be switching cables again pretty soon. So that's my knitting progress and my decorative progress. What's on the agenda for tomorrow? We are going to take the younger children to see Grandma and Grandpa, and then my husband and I are going to go off to visit my son in college, have a conversation, make some plans. He has to work at 1, so we have to be up and out fairly quickly to get the kids over to Grandma's and then to get over to see him, and find out how he's doing and what's going on there. And then go back to my in-laws' house and see what all they are doing. And when I mentioned that my daughter could sit and watch a video with me tomorrow in the afternoon, my husband said he didn't want me to make any promises, so I may not have much of anything going on tomorrow for a video. I'll take some pictures, but I don't know if there'll be much of anything at all to show. The knitting's coming with. So we'll see. I want to come up with a word. A couple of years ago, I did something with a group of people where we all picked a word that was going to embody our coming year. It wasn't like, we didn't pick New Year's resolutions, but we thought of an idea of what we would like our lives to be focused on for the next year. And my word that year was haven, because I wanted my home and really me to be a haven for my friends, for my family, for anyone who I interacted with, to feel at home and comfortable with me and comfortable to come into my house and sit down on the couch and, you know, curl up under a throw and tell me whatever they felt like telling me, what was going on in their lives. I wanted to make certain that my friendship offered a safe haven to all of my friends. And so that was my focus word for that year, haven. And a couple of days ago, one of the vlogs I was watching, I'll caption it because I'm not entirely certain what the blog's name is actually, and I don't want to screw it up. But the host there was talking about wanting to do the same thing, which reminded me of this project. And I really liked it that year I did it. So I thought, well, all right, what's my word going to be? And I know what my intention is. I want to focus this year on working toward my goals, on being who I am in my head and in my daydreams and in, you know, the 10 o'clock to midnight time frame when I think I can do absolutely all the things and will be super organized and everything I plan will actually happen. I want to focus that aspect of my personality and really bring it forth. We have some long-term goals. We want to get a cabin up on our property up north so that we could go up at any moment and we don't have to deal with hauling the tent or having left a tent the previous week, so we have to go this week because we have to get it down. And what if it snows, or what if it rains? If we have an actual building, we don't need to worry about all of those things. Well, I want to focus on working toward that goal. And that isn't really like planning it. It's like not spending a stupid amount of money on candy and random, not mindful purchases. Each individual thing is okay. So where is that disconnect? And I think that disconnect is falling into my random, quick, I'm not thinking, or this is easier kind of spending. And I don't want to be that person. I don't want to have that argument, but I don't want to be doing it. I want to be in a position where we can put more money away for our children's education than we have. I want to be in a position where we can get the cabin, and I don't need those things. I need to have space for people. I need to have space for my family. So I guess that's kind of haven still. But that's really what I'm thinking about, is I want to do that. I want to save more money. I want to be focused on, is this something that I actually want and need to purchase, and that I want it in the right part of my brain, not the part that says, I'm exhausted and I don't want to make dinner and my husband's away and it's 7 o'clock at night. Let's just get pizza. I want it in the way that, oh, there's this new restaurant we want to try and we've been thinking about it and so we're going to go. Or I'd really like to spread out my Christmas shopping so that I could spend more time enjoying December. I'd like next year to not be working on a Christmas present right now. I'd like it all to be done so that I could focus on baking and doing silly things, and also so that if I suddenly saw a really good idea, like I was watching another podcast, I'm doing a lot of that right now, and I saw a really great idea. Anna was making bath bombs, and I'm like, oh, that would be great. My sister would love those, and I could make some of those, and several of my friends, and then I went, I don't have time to do that. And it's not even just that I don't have time because of my injury. It's that, oh, what am I taking away because I'm spending that time? And so part of the next year's goal is not only a focus on what am I spending monetarily, but what am I spending my time on? Am I spending my time doing something for my business? Am I spending my time doing something that I really didn't need to do, and now I don't have enough time to get the stuff I needed to do for my business done? Or now, instead of getting to do a project with the kids that's really involved, instead of doing it step by step, slowly, without any stress or with minimal stress, now I'm racing through it because we just have to get it done because I said we were going to do it. So I'd like it to be, the one where we take our time and we do it nice. And I don't leave myself that kind of time a lot. So I want a greater sense of mindfulness. So I'm thinking of a couple of words, and if you have a thought on how I would sum that idea up into a single word that I can hold for the year, in the same way that I held haven, let me know. I'm thinking will. I'm thinking savor. I kind of am thinking mindfulness, but it seems too nebulous. I don't know. One of the things I want to do in the coming year is extend special invitation. Now, my mother and my mother-in-law, and my father-in-law for that matter, know that they don't actually need an invitation, that they're welcome anytime. But they come over more on specific, hey, can you come over on Tuesday kind of ways than, hey, we're going to be home all week, come over whenever you want. They tend to respond better when I say, can you come over on this day? They almost always come over. And both my mother and my mother-in-law have expressed wanting to see the children more, which is kind of silly because they live a half an hour, 45 minutes away, both of them, in different directions. So they really should get to see the kids all the time, but, life. So I'm thinking about setting out specific invitations to have them over, to have, for want of a better way to put it, the big Sunday roast kind of event, where everyone comes over and the kids play and the adults play, and, but to make that be part of our lives, to make my intentions for my family match the reality of my family. I hope that you had a wonderful Saturday, that you ran around in the snow if you had snow, and I hope that you had snow. I hope that your family is all together, or they're all together in your heart if they can't be physically present. I hope that I come up with a gift idea for my eldest son for his Christmas present, because so far I've got one tiny little thing. I hope that your December is just getting better and better and better. And if it's not, because I have some friends I know who are struggling with big life issues and depression, and that this is probably their single worst Christmas ever. If you're feeling like that, you're not alone. So I hope everything's going well. And if it's not, know that you're in my heart.